Hello, welcome back to Whatever Garage. I always mess with my glasses when I first start talking. I don't know why. Anywho, today we're going to be doing bumper repair. I'll show you that in a second. This is going to be a piece of wall art. I'm going to hang up on the wall like my other one. So bear with me. I'll have you on fast forward so you don't have to watch all the boring crap. And then I'll show you the really cool part is when I paint it, because it's going to be beautiful. Alright? Alright, first thing we need to do is put on our safety gear. Got this cool little mask. I like it. Of course, you can't put it on right and make it comfortable. There we go. Alright, first thing we gotta do is get this metal part off. See? Got some little rivets here, here, and here. We're gonna take these off real quick, make it easy for us. That urethane bumper is really difficult to sand because it bends in as you go. So normal sanding practices don't really apply. But let me show you something. Well, that's as far in as it'll zoom, sorry. Alright, what we have there is about 5 layers of paint. Corvette was originally white. Then someone resprayed it white again. Then someone resprayed it blue. You can see the blue there. And then white again, sort of a creamy white. And then more of a Arctic white was the final paint job. No one bothered to sand the previous paint job off. They just scuffed it up and primered it and painted it. So that's why it's hard to take off. Just thought I'd let you know that. I'm not a professional, but I'd like to think I'm not a complete amateur, and so therefore it takes a while to get that done. we're going to continue where we left off yesterday. Yesterday got too hot. Had to call it quits. It's hot today, but I got a little bit of energy, so we're going to try and tackle the rest of sanding. But what I wanted to mention to you before is I told you I got these new microphones. I thought they were working before. They weren't. They still had phone microphones working. So, with a little flick of the wrist here, let's see if I can switch it, because you can hear my fan going in the background, right? All right, hold on a second. Can you hear it now? It's got some sort of voodoo magic going on here where it's supposed to filter out sounds in the background. So let's see what happens. All right, hold on. All right, before we get started, I wanted to show you this. The areas that are already sand, you see all that spider webbing? All those lines, call it spider webbing. That's where the paint has cracked. And it's been on there for a while. And that's because it shows how many times this bumper has been hit. Okay? So then when I told you it was well worn and well loved, I meant it. Let's look on the bottom. Here, the bottom too. See that? Not so much there, but mainly down here in the little spots, because this stuff is flimsy. I mean, I was having a hard time sanding. I was having to brace my hand behind it. When we left off, I'd finished sanding with a regular sander, and we're starting to go and do it by hand. Alright, that sucks. It's going to take me too long. It's too hot, and I don't have the patience for it. So I'm going to do what I'm not supposed to do and use this. But if I got a really fine grit on it, and we're going to see how well it works. But before we do that, I'm going to put my mask on. I don't know if you can even see me in this frame, but I am not the focal point. The focal point is the bumper. So look at it. That's everything I can get with any kind of mechanical help. I've got to get the corner here and the corner here the old-fashioned way with sandpaper. This is gonna suck. This doesn't really make for exciting footage, but I got to get it done in order to paint. I don't need this right this second. Whew. I can breathe. But the best way to do this would be with a soda blaster. Don't know, never used one. But I would assume that'd be the best way to do this type of material. See, now if I had done the rest of this by hand, I'd be doing this today and tomorrow and the next day. Well, it's probably as best as I'm going to get in there. Let's try this side. Alright, it's official. My patience have run out. I'm done sanding. Well, I got to go back over everything in like a 120 or something like that. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and knock that out. Alright, just so you don't think I'm lying to you, I'm using a 180, not a 120. I don't seem to have any 120. So, let's see if we can't smooth this puppy out. All right, we're gonna do a little repair here. This fiberglass filler. This is the spot that melted those little staples into. Okay, seems to be holding up just fine with me whipping it around and sanding it. Now I have some good fiberglass filler that I use on other parts of the Corvette. Even though I'm trying to do a good job on this, I'm not doing a great job because this is wall art. This is not going back on a car. I would say this is beyond repair for a car. A decent one, if you're like restoring something. All right, how do you get this darn thing off? Read directions. Recyclable, non-reusable, no directions. Got a patent number. There we go. So I've had this for a little bit. Oh, looks like I may have used it. No, I couldn't have used it. I had that thing on there. Well, that means something's leaked out. Maybe it's when they filled it. I have never opened this, as far as I know. No, I have not, because it is separated. See? That is all your fiberglass resin. That has a wonderful, functious odor. My paint shaker is on the fritz. Normally I'd stick these in the paint shaker, let them mix them up. It does a great job. Oh, there's crunchies in the bottom. That can't be good. Well, we're gonna see what we get. At least the top part's pretty good. Just give me a minute to mix it up. There's a hard glob of a mass in the bottom of this thing. Probably where it sat on a shelf for many years before it made it to me. Now watch. I'll have chunks in this. I just had to keep playing. Oh, I do. I got a big one right there. I had to keep playing with it until I mixed chunks into all the good filler. You idiot. Stuff should sand if we accidentally get some on there. You know what? That's enough right now. No, that's not going to work. Don't want any more drying up, do I? That's a spare. I mean, need this. I'll show you another little trick I learned from the internet. That wasn't it. Dang it. Not cool. Well, that just added texture to my shirt. Alright. Let's refocus here. I'll have to clean all this stuff up later. Oh, and it reeks. That's just lovely. That's what happens when you leave the shit on the shelf too long. Damn it. I just ruined that entire fucking tube. Oh, excuse my French. I guess I get to practice editing out cuss words now for bleeping them. Okay, this is fiberglass filler. It's thicker than regular filler in my opinion for it to seamlessly blend in. It's nice to add a little extra fiberglass resin to it. Learned this watching one of the pros on YouTube, and oh, we got another problem. Oh, that's the top of the cap. I thought my resin had solidified. Well, shit. My resin solidified. Looks like we're ordering more. What does it say? 8 ounces to 2 milliliters hardener. Oh, that's the other hardener. That's for something else. Don't worry about it. Well, we have no choice but to do this now. That way. I'm not going to the store today. Damn it. That's probably more than enough, if not too much. When you add a little more resin, it makes it creamier, I guess would be the best way to explain it. And it just seems to go on better and I don't know, it just looks better, I think. There's one of those damn things. Great. Thanks. Appreciate it. That was, I don't like that. 1, too much hardener. And 3, the extra resin just makes it go on so much smoother. We'll see what we get. How about that? See all that I wasted? Damn it. Not to mention all the stuff on the floor. Shoot, I wonder if I got it in my beard. That would not be bueno. It'd be no bueno. Let's give it a couple minutes. Move this stuff out of the way so we can do some work. I'm gonna go run that to the trash while we pause for station identification. Alright, I think it's dry enough we can start sanding. Start with 40, go to 80, and then hit it with some prime. And I use a filler prime that gets in most of these little cracks and stuff here. I still use a mask because I like my lungs. And remember, I'm not a professional person that does body work, okay? I just play one on YouTube. And I see where I forgot to put some filler right there. So we will definitely be going back and doing filler again. But for now, let's do this. See, these are your low spots where this is not getting to it yet. We may be doing a second cover on this, or coat. We'll see. I'm definitely sitting on the wrong end. Woo! All the dust is blowing back in my face. Now, I am not familiar with working with this flexible rubber bumper. I've only ever worked with metal and the regular hard fiberglass, so bear with me. Alright, I got metal showing right here from the staples. I've gone too far. This still needs to be flattened out. It's having issues. That's looking better. So we got feathering to do. It's coming off nice. I just got a low spot right there. And I'm afraid of going down too far. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, she's starting to look. Let's switch to an 80. That's close enough for government work. Still feel a lip on it. Sides feel good. Except for there. This way, that way. Beautiful. This way, it's still got a little lip right there. Well, that's one way to do it. Hey, that actually turned out good. Gotta do that. Still gotta do that. Figure out the best way to do this. And I almost forgot I was gonna do the inside too, just to pack the cracks. This way, beautiful. This way, right there. That's good. That's good. That sucks. That's the bumper there that's messed up, blemish-wise. The little lip there. Remember, you can feel it. It's going to come through the paint. Well, not too shabby. I mean, it needs to be some more fine sanding. That building up primer will freaking cover that. All right. I'm going to do a dab here. And then some back here. Just to help hold it. Okay? Okay. Actually, I can get that from this side. Let's do that. Alright. Let's try and do this down and dirty real quick. I don't need much. Means I need even less hardener. Used too much last time. I'm gonna say that that's probably plenty. Done. And again, we used too much hardener. It's already hardened and gone off. You'd think I'd get this one of these days. Well, I guess not. You want to hear something real funny? I finished the second part of this already, sanded it, even did my outro, and again, forgot to hit record. So let's try it again. This will conclude this episode of how to repair your fiberglass bumper. I hope you learned something. It's a rubber bumper, not fiberglass. But anywho,
The next video, we will primer it, we will paint it, and we will build the frame around it to hang it on the wall. I just got to find out where I'm going to hang it because I just noticed that wall is pretty full of signs. I'd have to take them down and put this up. You tell me what I should do. Whatever Garage, out.